What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to my end of season review with Billericay Town FC. We're in the end of the second season, so let's read the season review right here. The season culminated with Salisbury City lifting the Blue Square Bet South title and Salisbury City and Billericay Town, us of course, looking forward to playing at a higher level next season. So we managed to defy our odds and actually win promotion via the playoffs, and it's a fantastic story how we got there. I'll go into the fixtures in a minute, but it really is a great end to the season. I mean, come halfway through the season, we were really bad in mid-table. We were probably closer to relegated and promotion. I can't actually remember right now, but to win the playoffs, great achievement for the club. Absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at our season summary there, and the only thing I can really point out there for us, because I've already had a look at this, is Will Brister got signing of the season. Great achievement for him. Fantastic signing at the start of the season. And you look at his stats a bit later on, you see why he deserved it, and absolutely fantastic signing. And talking about signings, let's go into the transfers and have a look who we brought in past January. So, as you can see here, a lot of players came in and out this season, but if we actually narrow it down to past January, you'll see only one player came in and quite a few players went out. So Scott Brown, he left. Goalkeeper, I believe he is. This wants to load up. There you go. Goalkeeper, he is. Wasn't happy about his lack of first team football. So I basically just said, right, you can go. As long with Isaac, wasn't happy, won't get first team football. I did tell you in January that I kind of regret signing him. It was a rush signing because we had no left back. So in the end, I just released him. Weren't really fussed though, he won on the contract. Neither of these players were at all. And Will Green as well, one game played, weren't happy sitting on the bench. So off we went. You can actually see there we signed him pretty recently, so disappointed he wanted to leave. And Jerome Williams, yet again we have another incident where our best left back has left me under my nose. I just didn't realise, didn't sign him down for another for a proper deal, for a part-time deal, so I have to look for another good left back next season. So again, problems keep on arising on that defence, but I'll try to chug through it. I've done it before, signing another good left back, and I feel promotion, we're going to have better players available to us anyway, so Jerome Williams will basically be something in the past in a season or two. And the only buyer we brought in was to make up the numbers. I often do that with many players. Made up numbers in the goal, and just a young goalkeeper there, just sat on the bench. Nothing, we weren't really going to play him at all. I don't think he actually made an appearance. I think Macaronieri made every appearance in goalkeeper this season, but move on to that a bit later on. Let's go into the fixtures now and see how our season played out past January. So I last met you just before the Bournemouth match, and we won that 1-0. Great result. Theo Fairweather Johnson getting the only goal of the game. Why is it on that fixture? On the right. No. Naughty game. There. Sorry? There we go. Bournemouth and a glitchy ass badge. So we won 1-0 against them, like I say, Theo Fairweather Johnson. What a name. Getting the only goal of the game there for us. We then lost 2-1 to Western-super-Mare. That was a disappointment. They're not a very good team. So Sam Leachman getting in the end an only consolation, taking the lead as well to lose 2-1. Disappointing. Should have done a lot better there. Could have at least picked up a draw. But we turned that around a bit at least. Fanborough, you could see they had top goal scorer if you saw there. I don't really point it out to you much, but they're top goal scorer in the league. So to draw against them 2-2 isn't a bad result. I mean, defensively we can be poor at times. It's often what costs us matches. And we drew 2-2 with them. 3 injuries, really bizarrely. That's why I was moving it on the right there. And basically meant I couldn't make a tactical change. I basically had to make all 3 subs in the first half for injuries. A lot of players got tired come the 60th minute, 70th minute mark. So very bizarre game. It's probably why I drew 2-2. The fact that I couldn't freshen the team up when I wanted to, and I couldn't bring subs on that I wanted to as well. But the point was a point, and that's good enough. We then beat Dorchester 3-0, absolutely thrashed them. Will Brister getting 2 and Curtis Johnson getting 1 as well, making it a comfortable 3-0 scoreline. We drew 1-1 to Hazelneading. This is a great point earned. There's not 2 points lost, great point earned there. Sam Leachman getting a goal again. 2 in 4 games now, not bad for left midfielder, I think I play him as. All right, I know we can play on both sides. Yeah, not a bad result. Hazelneading are always up there, always around the playoffs and top half of the table. So draw against them wasn't disappointing at that time in the season. We then beat Hampton and Richmond 2-1. They did end up getting relegated. So 2-1 win, probably wanted a more comfortable scoreline, but the 3 points is always the key thing. And like I say, at this stage in the season, when we're mid-table, 3 points was all I really cared about. Didn't care about how comfortable it was, how much of a margin we won by. It was just 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. That was consistency. Then won 1-0 against Woking. Great goal again, Matty. Great game as well, Matty Manning. Where his first goal for us in his career for Billericay, sorry, and in the end a comfortable 1-0 scoreline as well. Drew 1-1 to Salisbury next. Luke Jr. getting us a very late goal to nick us that draw. So hats off to him. Without him, we probably wouldn't have got anything out of that game. Pretty much, they played very well, Salisbury. They absolutely dominated us. We did nick a goal very late on. But point earned, like I say, not 2 points lost because top of the table at the time. They were just running away with it. It was great just to get anything out of the game, let alone prevent a loss. Then we won 4-2 against Tonbridge. Great result again. Look, you see there, 2 games in a row we scored 4 goals. Dan Mills with 2 and Darl Hennessy with 2 as well, scoring in injury time of both halves. So a great result there. And like I say, we won 4-1 again in our next game. Anthony Ashman, Ethan Manning and Will Bristed. Danny Mills, 4 different goal scorers, giving us a 4-1 win. So absolutely great team there. As you can see, we haven't lost in a while, and we still haven't lost for the next couple of games that you can see down there, and that's where our fantastic form comes from. That's pretty much why we got promotion. So we drew 0-0 to AFC Hornchurch and 0-0 to Bromley, and we also drew 2-2 with Dover. Bristol pulling a fantastic game out of nowhere, really poor. I mean, the keeper didn't have a good game. Defence kind of let us down. So Will Bristol pretty much single-handedly earning us a point there. Went back to winning ways though with a 2-0 win to Ebbsfleet. Ethan Mannion coming back on form, as you can see there. Was that 5 goals in 3 games? Absolutely fantastic run of form. Pretty much, like I say, single-handedly again winning us the game, but defence played a huge part in keeping that clean sheet and giving us the 2-0 win. Shame the defence couldn't equally do as well this time. 2-2 against Maidenhead, and like I say, defence let us down. Faisal Hamati and being singled out there as poor performer, as you can see, 5.8. But again, 1-0, Wellington, I was going to say that. I always say that when I see that team, Wellington. Welling United, we've done 1-0. Ethan Mannion with the only goal of the game. And again, defence was solid, just what they needed to be, and pretty much helped us win that game. Sam Leachmere popping up once more to give us a 1-0 win in the 68th minute. So again, just scraping out wins, but 3 points is very good. At this stage, I think we were in the playoffs probably after Maidenhead or Welling, and it was just trying to get as high as we could in the playoffs and try and get an easier team. So I was trying to aim for 4th, which is why I was there. I didn't want to get 5th because I didn't want to play 2nd place in the playoffs because I know how hard that can be. So I wanted to play 3rd or 4th so I could face the mid-table team. Beat Bishopford Stropford 2-1, Ethan Mannion and Matty Merring getting another goal there. And we won our last proper game of the season, 3-0. Will Bristol with 2 and Ethan Mannion scoring the 2 goals, the 2 strikers there. So absolutely fantastic way to end the season. And as you can see, you can even see there in the record, we never lost past that Western Supermere game. That's pretty much why we were in the playoffs. But let's move on to the playoffs themselves. So our first leg in the playoffs was a 1-0 win against Boreham Wood. Boreham Wood, like I say, I've played them before. The start of this 6-month update was against Boreham Wood. We beat them there. Anthony Ashman, the centre-back, getting the only goal of the game for us in a game that we absolutely smashed on possession. Shots on target really did let us down, but on both sides it did as well. So really strange to see a centre-back come up and score for us, but with the great strike force we have in the likes of Will Brister and Ethan Mannion, Will Brister playing out on the wide right. I'm going to show you my tactic in a sec because I realise I haven't shown you that for about a year now. But yeah, Anthony Ashman getting the only goal of the game there in a game that we comfortably were in control of and should have scored more and put us in a risky position going into the second leg. And not capitalising on our dominance in the first leg really did, like I say, put us in the risk in the second leg. And you can show here as we won 5-4 on penalties to go through to the final. In the game, and again, we dominated 57% possession there. We just couldn't really get another goal that we needed. Omar Rizat, he's a great striker in this game, great striker at this level. And managed to score against me again. He scored against me a couple of times before and made it go into extra time. Nathan Naifil, a young striker I've hardly ever play. Sorry, I'm on the wrong team ratings here. A player I rarely even play. Come on for Will Bristol having a poor game up front, and because I think Mannion was tired or something like that. So he managed to get the goal for us and pretty much gave us a fantastic chance. I thought I'd pretty much won the game there when he scored in the 104th minute because, well, 2 goals in extra time isn't really expected. But they managed to nick one back just before the end of the extra time in the 115th minute. Took us to penalties, and well, they missed one of their penalties and we went through. So very tense game. First time I think I've got penalties on FM13 altogether. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I've done it before. So yeah, it was the first time for me to have a go on it, and So nervous, and especially when you look who took my penalties, because Blanchard is like 17, Wickings is very young as well, like 19, 18, something like that. Thompson's like 20. Mills, I think it's 21, 22 or something. Hennessy's probably like 19 or 20. So they're all very young players, and I thought, oh, that's not good going into a big penalty shootout. But we managed to win, managed to pick up a result, and let's go into the playoff final and see how we did then. And a great way to win promotion. 3-0, pure dominance again. Maybe not on possession this time, but 3-0 scoreline shows that we did dominate. Will Brister single-handedly again, pulling out a great game. Fantastic goal scoring record he's got for us this season. You'll see that as in just in a second, and helped us really win this playoff final. Sadly, at this level of football in the Blue Square Bet South, the final is not at Wembley. That's in from the Blue Square Bet Premier and above, but that doesn't matter. In the end of the day, we're going up to the next level of football, and we're out of the lowest tier of English football. A lot of better players will come available to us now, and I'm really looking forward to playing in the Blue Square Bet Premier. It's like much better quality of players, I feel. It's definitely a different chunk of class, and there's a few more professional teams in there, so it's going to be a bit more of a challenge as well. But now it's done. Now we've won the playoff final. Let's have a look at how the league table actually ended up. So as you already know, I finished 4th. Salisbury finished top. Boreham Wood finished 3rd. Franborough actually finished 2nd. I didn't get through to the final. So Ebbsfleet. So it was a 4th versus 5th affair. And when I saw Ebbsfleet, I pretty much knew there and then I'm definitely going to win this playoff final. And it's a fantastic feeling when you win the playoffs. I sometimes think it can be better than winning the league because it comes down to one single game like a cup final, and it just feels that much better. But this is the interesting thing. We're going to past positions and we click on our name. You just see how we defied all odds and managed to get promotion. So I'm guessing January was around here. I'm not too sure when exactly it was or how many games in. But you can just see we just never lost, and it just helped us skyrocket up the league. It just absolutely shot up. We struggled to get into the playoffs for a while, but then we finally did, and we just never looked back from there. So absolutely great. Defying all odds, fantastic run of form, not lost since the I think the 8th of January 2014, so good form going into next season. Hopefully we can continue that on in the new league. Let's have a look at our stats. As you may know, I like to look at the stats like wage stats, average attendance, see how big our club is in comparison to the other teams in the league. Goals scored, we were one of the highest. Goals conceded, we were one of the least. So you can see we did have a great squad here, great disposal. We're scoring enough goals, conceding very little, and our form at the end of the season was just pure class. And I can't get over the fact that we had such a good run coming up to the end of the season, because nothing come mid-table pointed that to us. But as we look at average attendance, we're 11th in the league, so hopefully that will improve come next season, because financially we need it. We need a big boost, and I'll get onto a bit of a weird decision by the board a bit later on. 12th in the average attendance by capacity, filling just over 12% of our capacity. And last stat I like to look at is salary per annum. We have the 12th highest. Oh wait, that's not the right thing. There we go, this is the right thing. So we have the 18th highest salary per annum. So salary per annum, sorry, that I said that the wrong way around. So it's, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th lowest in the league. Boreham Wood are there with us as well, up and about in the playoffs. So it shows that we can work very well with hardly any money, and that's such a great thing to have on this task, on this journey, because sometimes money won't be available to you. Sometimes players, you need a bigger squad or something. Sometimes you need to be money tight, depending on the financial situation. With our financial situation currently, we need to be quite tight with our money. I need to be very, very cautious with my wage bill. I'm going to say, and I'm doing that right now. I'm using that trick that I've used before, where you just offer them really low wage, and it's working out, and it's helping me get this really low salary. Anyway, move on to player stats. You may already know, like I say, we didn't win top goal scorer or anything, but did we get high in anything else? Were we up and around there? Let's have a look at that. So yeah, we were up and about there. Ethan Mannion with very high average rating. Marco Ranieri with one of the highest appearances, playing every game this season, along with Craig Stone and Edwards. Goals, Ethan Mannion was 4th with 22 goals. Considering how many starts he's got, you'll see in a second, that's such a great thing to have. Clean sheets, I want to kind of look at. I want to see how Marco Ranieri did on that aspect of the game, because, alright, we didn't concede a lot, but sometimes we just you can concede every game. So yeah, we had one of the best keepers, Ebbsfleet, as well, standing out. So I'm surprised Ebbsfleet didn't actually do better than they actually did. Like I say, we finished 4th, they finished 5th. We probably deserve to finish 2nd or 3rd representatively, because of how well they actually played. And Anything else? I'm not really fussed about anything else because I'm going to go a bit more into detail in a second. Let's go into our tactics. So, as I did say, we changed to a 4-3-3. I don't know when I changed. I don't actually remember off the top of my head. But we did change to a 4-3-3 at some point. As you see, 2 informed strikers, target man up front, advanced playmaker, ball-winning midfielder, deep line playmaker. I think I might have said this last episode because it sounded very familiar to me. But yeah, great formation to use. I normally don't play with a flat 3 across the centre. Of course, I like defensive midfielder and attacking midfielder, so there'll be one up here or one down there. But for some reason, I just went with the 3 across the middle to this season. I think it's because the midfielders I have, the centre mids are very good, and it just paid off hugely and helped us dominate the midfield whilst also dominating the attack and having enough players in defence. So great tactic to use there. In terms of like team instructions, I don't think there's anything too complicated because at this level it can confuse some of them even with the simplest of things. So I do have a bit actually. I have more direct passing, closing down to be press more, and marking to be man marking. Defensive line's quite pushed up, width, tempo is normal, and time wasting is sometimes about 10. So it is actually more than I thought. I didn't think I actually changed a lot of it, but tactical works very well at this level because of course they can't pass very well. They have great passing stats, so passing stats to be more direct is very good, and it helps with the target man up front. Press more. I don't know why I put that on. I don't normally put that on, but I guess I just did. And man marking, I hate zonal marking. Never works. Ever works. I just hate it in real life. I hate it in this game. I hate it everywhere. And I also play the target man, who's ever in the striker position is, of course, the target man with the target man role. So let's look at how our squad themselves did, like in terms of ratings, goals, clean sheets, all that stuff. We'll have a look at that right now. So here we are. Here is our team, and what we're going to look at first. Is this the right one? No, wait, this is the wrong copy of information thing. There we go, this one. Let's have a look at appearances first. So, of course, like I said, I only used one keeper all season. Marco Ranieri wants to leave. He wants to move to a bigger club, but he's tied down for, I think, another 2 years. So, there's no chance of that happening for him anytime soon. And anytime I can, I'm just going to try and offer him a new deal because he's way beyond our level. I think he's got League 1 rating right now, League 1 potential, something like that. Or ability. Current ability is like League 2. So, he's an absolutely great player. I'd honestly recommend signing him. You will have to break the bank. He wants like £500 a week, even using that trick that I use. But he's well worth it. Really, really great player. Curtis Thompson as well. Fantastic player for this level. Really worth it. I did load him in last season, and he's again performed fantastically this season. Danny Mills, again, great. Will Brister, you can just see there. He stands out. 19 goals and 12 assists. Fantastic. And anyone above 20 appearances, you could say, was a huge contributor to our promotion this season. They got absolutely great. Even Ubuka, whatever his name is there, with 13 substitute appearances. He was the bench boy. But anyone up there is pretty much a huge contribution to where we are and why we got promoted. So absolutely great. But I feel the club does need to strengthen on a bit more when we go on to the next level. A couple of these players aren't cut out for it. So definitely need to look into that. Let's have a look at goals scored. How do I get rid of all these things? There you go. So Ethan Mannion was our top goal scorer in 29 starts. He got 25 goals in all competitions. That is such a great goal scoring record to have. And of course, Will Brister as well, 19 goals. But he did play out on the right attacking mid sometimes, which is why he's got such a high assist count as well. So again, great. Sam Leachmere name popped up quite a bit in this review. 5 goals this season and quite a lot of goal scorers as well. Down to Aidan Blanchard, a load of different goal scorers. I like to see that in a team. It shows that we have goal scoring capabilities all over the pitch. I'm not just relying on one man or 2 men this season, actually, as it turned out to be. And it's decent to have a lot of different goal scorers. Assists, as again, Will Brister getting quite a few. Aidan Blanchard, only 17 years old, as you can see there, along with Will Brister, played very well this season. Even though his ability doesn't save very much, his potential is actually great. 9 assists, absolutely fantastic effort from him, as well with Darl Hennessy, Danny Mills. I'd look into signing any of them 2 players. I don't think Aidan Blanchard is a regen, actually. No, he's not. Like I said, he isn't a wingy. What's his history like then? Where's he actually from? Because he's 17 in the game. He must have started at the age of 16. He's from Gillingham's youth, and he's actually not too bad. I'm surprised they released him. Yeah, so great player there. Clean sheets, as you already know, only one keeper ever played for us, so Marco Ranieri there. And average ratings, anyone above, I'd probably say 6.9. Played absolutely fantastic this season. Mick Mellor, who's got a great potential, 5-star potential. I'm going to try and play him a bit more next season, try contribute him adding into the team because he's got a great potential ahead of him, and I really want to try and improve that, make him a really star player like Will Brister has this season. He really has developed just because I've given him his chances. And if you can remember back to the stats that he had at the start, I don't know if you can, but you'll see how much he has changed from when I first signed him. I mean, you can physically see there some of his stats are just absolutely fantastic. His composure, I'm working on it, is at a low 10 right now. Finishing could be worked on as well, along with dribbling and a bit of long shots, but he's got great jumping, great strength, a lot of good mental attributes, which are really hard to find at a really young age. And also at this level, you normally don't find many people with that good of mental attributes. Penalty taking, he's my penalty taker. He's got great technique, great headering. He's a world-class target man. Could be improved on to be a right attacking mid with pace of 9 and acceleration of 8. That could be something that could be worked on. But such a young age, such a key player for me. Absolutely fantastic signing. So glad I found him. I mean, it was just for the scouts and staff recommending him to me, and so glad they did. Absolutely great signing. And I think that's pretty much it. The team has just been absolutely fantastic this season. Player of the season is going to be Will Brister, like he was signing of the season. As you see, a lot of people with 5-star potential there. My average age on my side is actually 20-something, I think. I'll have a look in a second. But you can see our oldest player is 28. He's never made an appearance. Rob Swine's quite frequent. Apart from that, we really do have a young squad. And I really like that as well. The fact that in this challenge, I often do go for young players because they will develop better. They'll develop with the team as well as developing themselves. And if worst comes to worst and I get a bit of financial problem, or if a really good offer comes in, I can sell him and get someone else good, young, and has great potential as well. So again, I would recommend doing that. Fantastic. So if we look at that average age, actually, what's the average age of our side? The average age of our side is actually 21.64, so that's 21 just about. I think they round it down for some reason. Just great to have such a young average age. Let's move on to our finances. Just quickly check on stuff like that. Financially, we're still piss poor. I mean, there's no other way to put it. We're still going downhill. And strangely, you can see the huge bank loan there. They've decided to build me a new stadium. I don't understand this. We'll have a look in a second. But we've got a new main kit sponsor out of it and a new stadium sponsor out of it. So we're raking in more money in that end. But we've got to repay a bank loan of 23.5k a month. And considering we just make profit every couple of months, it's only over the last month we made profit due to the promotion and stuff. This season, it's been really poor. So, I mean, we need to, hopefully, when we get promoted, when we're in the next level of football, a few more fans can come along to us. We'll sell a bit more merchandise, stuff like that, because there's going to be an increase in the wage bill, and there's definitely got to be an increase in income somewhere. But, yeah, the weird decision to upgrade our stadium, I still don't understand that. I didn't ask for it. Don't really want it either, strangely, because some people actually like upgrade stadiums. I see them as pointless at this level. I mean, we don't even afford the stadium now. What's the point? If you look at our facilities really quickly, we have no youth facilities, yet they're going to almost double our capacity size of our stadium. So, I mean, that choice is still baffling me. Definitely poor choice from the board there, but I can't do anything with it now. Maybe it's because our stadium condition is very poor. They feel it maybe needs an update. But anyway, I can't do anything now. That's pretty much it for what I can update you on. It's been a pretty long update, I'm pretty sure, when I edit this all out and rendering stuff. Probably about 20 odd minutes, maybe in between 20 to 30 minutes. So hope you enjoyed these episodes. Please like below and make sure to subscribe for more. Check out my Rise to Fame and all that good stuff. And until next time, peace out.